This is Support is Sexy, episode 400. Can you believe it? Episode 400. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I bring you inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and lessons to help you take your business to the next level. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm so happy to have you here. It just would not be the same without you. And if you can believe it, we are at episode 400. I can believe it, but I can't believe it. I can believe it because I know all of the work that goes into putting the podcast together, doing it day after day after day. I can't believe it because we're at 400 already. It hasn't even been 2 years yet. It's so exciting. I'm super excited about it. So excited that I waited for a long time before I recorded this episode because I thought, what does one do for episode 400? How do you celebrate? Who do you have on? What do you talk about? Do you do 400 lessons from the past? That would have been crazy. But I was thinking about all of that stuff. You know what I decided? To say that it's all for you. 400, get it? All for you. I want to take this episode, short, sweet, simple, but truly heartfelt, to just say thank you. Whether this is your first time listening, your 200th time, or God bless you, your 400th episode. I appreciate you being here. I always say it would not be the same without you, which is true. It means nothing if no one's listening to the podcast. So know that it means so much to me to have you here. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. Hopefully you feel that in every episode, but I really wanted to take time on episode 400 to say this is all for you, but it is so rewarding for me to know that I am reaching out to all of you, touching all of you, that the stories from the women who have been featured on the podcast continue to inspire you. Special thank you to all of the women, each and every one of you who have said yes to be on the Support is Sexy podcast. I don't take you for granted as well. In fact, there are so many women, I love you all, but there are so many women who, when I ask to do things, whether it's the podcast or something else, and these are women who are busy, these aren't small time people. These are busy women. I ask them to do something, we get ready to go, whether it's video or the podcast or anything else. And I start telling them what's it about, or I'll say, okay, you ready? And they'll say, okay, tell me what this is again. And I'll say, remember I sent that email, or I told you this, or we talked about that. They don't remember. They don't have time to remember that. The thing is, they've said yes because it's me, because they trust me. And that means so much to me. Now, no, don't get it twisted. Not everybody says yes. And I understand. I'm a patient woman. I'm also a persistent woman. So if I really want to have them as a guest on the podcast or wherever else, I'm going to keep pushing until they tell me to leave them alone. You know why? Because it's all for you. Some of these women that I'm really passionate about having on the show, it's going to take a little while, but I keep you in mind. Never mind my ego or what I think or why anybody said no or anything like that. It is all about you. And if I care about the person's story, I believe she has something to share, which everyone I have on the podcast, I believe strongly they have a story to share. I'm going to keep asking. It's all for you. Not about me, all for you. And to all of the women who have said yes, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. None of this exists without all of you. Support is sexy is our theme. And doing this podcast has really been an exercise for me in support. Women who, after the show, say they want to support me being open to that support, me being more open to collaboration than I have ever been before. Just think about, I have been able to, quote unquote, network with more than 200 women all around the world because of the podcast, which, I might be a little bit biased, but if you're thinking about, whether you're thinking about starting a podcast, which if you are, more power to you. It's a great platform to be able to use, but also, I talk about podcast guesting. Being a guest on podcasts is also a great way to network and share your message. So girlonpodcast.com if you want to find out more about that. But podcasting for me has been so powerful, connecting to women around the world and learning how to collaborate, share each other's resources, share each other's wisdom, share in support for each other. People who have been on the show, people who are listeners, just all of you. So I'm gushing at this point. I truly just wanted to say for episode 400, this is all for you. If I haven't said it before, I'm saying it now. Thank you. I appreciate you. And it would not be the same without you. All right. I look forward to the next 400, the next 1,000. We'll see what the future holds, right? Possibility is our theme this year. Let's stay open to the possibilities. And until we talk next time, always remember, you deserve support. And I'll chat with you soon. Take care.